All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipping, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Aw, man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman.
Yo, what is up? What is up? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
Okay. Where the big hitters at? Where the big hitters at? Welcome in, welcome in.
Of course, they don't even know what it takes. It's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, counting it.
Alright, we good? How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Same plans. How we feeling? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Who we got here? Z Gamer in the house. Hey, only bands in the building. What is good? What up, Trey Young? Oh, got great hands. Same plan. Still rolling with the same plan. Alright, I think we're good to go. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Hope everything is well. Yeah, W's in the chat on the way in. How y'all doing? Everybody doing good? YOLO Trader in the building. There he is. There he is. It's Plan G. How we feeling? How we feeling? How is everybody doing? Good to see W's in the chat. We got motion here. Let's take a look at DeMarco. Midweek update. February of 2026. Wow. What does that number say? $165,000 in payout profits. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for 10 days or 11 days in, man. Congratulations. Shout out to the squad here. Going to the absolute moon, baby. Just new levels. New levels. Just higher highs, baby. Higher highs, higher lows. And we are uptrending. And the trend is looking bullish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See Melly in the building. What is good? What up, Carlos? What up, Roberto? What up, 3 Ants? Ben Smith in the building. What up, Shakes? Wokey in the house. There he is. What up, Ryder? What up, Danny Cash? DJ Scratchers in the building. Yeah, let's go, man. A lot of payouts coming in here this week. A lot of payouts. What up, Vince? Good to see you, man. Good to see y'all. What's up, Shane? What up, Tim Trades? The price action Kev is in the house. What's good? What up, Classic Trader? What's good? How y'all doing? Anything in London? Look a little choppy to me. A little choppy from what I seen on I didn't even check the charts yet. I just seen it on Magnus' story. But man, welcome in. What up, Rich? What up, Edward in the building? B21 in the house. All the heavy hitters are here. We got NFP coming in here today, and should be a very interesting session here for us. So let's get into it. There should be a lot of volatility, but first and foremost, I gotta say I'm so proud of you guys. My goodness, gang. 1 year ago, 2 years ago, it was a handful of us taking payouts on a consistent basis, and now it's hundreds. Sheesh, hundreds of you guys making moves and getting the job done, not only for yourself, but for your family and your sphere of influence. And I'm just super proud of y'all. Love you guys, and would love to pray for you real quick, and we'll get the party started here. Y'all ready? Yeah? Let me just sign in here. Sign in. Who's signing me out of Zoom? We locking in. We ain't locking out here. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's pray, and then we'll begin here. All right, Father God, I thank you for just the opportunity to gather here to just sharpen one another. I thank you for all the blessings that are taking place, because as we continue to succeed and you continue to work in our hearts and in our minds, we do the right things with our success, Lord, the world is continuing to get better because of the work that you're doing here. So we thank you for it. We know that we're in the world, but not of the world, like we talked about last night. And I just pray that more people be awakened to who you've created them to be, and go out and implement all that you've given us here in this real world to impact it. So we thank you, Lord. We thank you for blessing this session, and we just give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do it. You guys know that, right? You guys know that the Matrix has dimmed your light. They have muffled your voice, right? And I'm here to, day by day, step by step, session by session, continue to remind you that you're God's highest form of creation, that you could do anything that you want, that you got to start using your superpowers, man. Yeah? Start using them. All right, we're going to talk about that here today. Let's talk about the news here today real quick, though. It is the 11th day of February, and it's another opportunity that we get to really prove to ourselves that we can do this thing, that we can get to the 6-figure, to the 7-figure, to the 8-figure mark if we choose to do that with our actions and our habits and our thought process on a daily basis. So today's another day to do that. I'm here to remind you, let's be patient, let's be disciplined, and let's come here to do what we came to do, all right? Cool. So let's talk about the day here. 8:30 news coming up in about 1 minute. Looks like the news just came out here. So you have all these red folders coming out. Looks like they're all green numbers on the dollar. Wow. So do we continue to move down here today? We'll see. You're going to be all in the headlines here as well. You're going to have crude oil inventories coming in. You're going to have a couple speeches going on with the Fed, and some more stuff a little bit later on in the afternoon. So it should be a pretty volatile, pretty interesting session here for us. Let's drop down to the technicals here. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, and let's see what we got. Look at that. Once the news came out, gold just straight down here. So maybe we can catch some shorts here on gold, yeah, let's get into it. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel, and let's get into the breakdown. Philippe is ready, but are you ready? That's the question. Maverick's ready. He's fired up. I hear him. All right, we good. Let's talk about it here. So this is gold. This is the daily time frame, and it looks like we did close bearish there yesterday. So one thing I want to point out here on the daily time frame is that we kind of have this little zone here, right? This basically it was a minor level of support, right, that really ended up turning into a pretty major one later on, as these candles 1, 2, 3, 4 have really rejected that area, right? Now look, this candle here does close above, right? So you do get a bullish candle closure. That candle does close above. The next candle does close bearish, right? And we remain above, right? So that is almost like a daily celery play. Not the greatest one, but it's somewhat set up here, right? For price to continue to break these highs and, you know, obviously remain in this overall range here now, right? To continue moving up. But now that we've just gotten some word from the news and all those numbers that just came out, that may begin to change price's plans a little bit, right? So now we may see this daily candle start to melt down, respect that resistance after breaking the high, and then continue driving back into this overall range down here, right? This kind of range that we came from here, and come back into that zone. So we'll see about all that. Let's go take a look at that rejection here on the 4-hour chart so we could see what we're looking at. Yep, big 4-hour candle. So we did break the highs. We've come down. We're basically right back into the range now. This was your 4-hour range not too long ago. You had basically support sitting here. Yeah, resistance here. And now we're kind of ducking our head back into that range here. So not the greatest. A lot of consolidation in here. But let's take a look at the 1 hour. This is probably going to be a big move down here on the 1 hour. Yep, 2 1-hour candles here that make that move down. So as we come into this support level, right, we really want to see what price is going to do now. So again, let's drop down to the 30 here. 30 is just a big move down, no top wick. 1 hour's got a top wick. 15, no top wick. So yeah, let's see what happens here. We're going to need to wait on this hourly closure, which is going to happen in about 25 minutes. 25 minutes for the hourly closure. You have a lot of support sitting here, right? So if we are going to take these sells, we really want to make sure we get them at a good price in a good range, right? I mean, ideally, if I'm going to take the sells here today, this is what I want to see. I want to see this candle stay down, right? Continue to drive down, plant that clean traffic for us, right? And then let's say the buys begin to move up here, right? As price wants to retrace, do something like this, right? And then maybe we catch something like we looked at yesterday, which was like a fade position, or we catch some type of resistance being formed here, right? And then we can look to continue down, retest the low that was created, and then ultimately maybe drive further down today. So yeah, we'll see what's up. Right now, this is the NFP candle, so we'll have to hang tight and wait for a moment. But the sells do look good, but we got to wait for the right time. Now, look, if we can pop off on the buys, we'll see if we can get some opportunities to do that. But I really need to see this clean range. Let me go back one sec. This type of clean range before we start selling again, because we need to be able, right, to void this chop to the left, right? Because this is going to keep us out for the most part. All this is not, there's nothing good right in this zone. So what we need over here is we need these candles to come down, print a nice clean range, basically pave the road for us, right, to have all this clean traffic to come back down. That way we're selling into this and not into the chop over here to the left. Does that make sense, everyone? I hope that makes sense. But that's pretty much what we're looking at. Let's see if we can get price to kind of come down a little bit more, give us a good zone there, and then be able to retrace and see if we can retest that or fill that wick a little bit later. All right, so that is that. Also keep in mind, no top wick here. So we'll see, you know, if the news came out like different, if it came out red numbers, I say, hey, we're gonna go target that top wick there. But being that we are pushing down, we are moving in a bit of a downtrend now. You do have green numbers on the dollar. We may as well stick bearish unless the buys are just perfect, right? They got to be perfect for me to get involved here. Other than that, I'm going to stick with my idea. All right. I think, what do the perfect buys look like though, right? That's the big question. So I think if we can get somewhat of another attempt down here, right, and a failure, something like this, candles kind of reject down there, we see the signs of the you know, volume dying to the downside, and then you get a nice clean closure, ideally like a break of those lows and all that, and then we can take the buys coming up. So it's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. Otherwise, I'll sit and wait and see if we can get these sells out of gold here today. All right. That is that. That is that. So any questions? Any questions? Someone said, don't look at NQ. All right. Well, with my curiosity, let's take a look at NQ here. Let's take a look, Mark. All right, same deal. So gold moved down, NQ moved up. Let's take a look at the daily here on NQ. Let's take a look here. So you did close bearish, right, on the daily time frame. So, you know, you did get that closure overall. I don't know how, I was saying this in the Asian session too, like I just don't know how strong that closure really is, right? So we'll have to see about all that, but as of right now, it looks like we broke the low. If we look left, I have this little zone drawn out here, right? And we did reject that area. So if there's any signs of us like closing bullish on the 4 hour, breaking highs on the 4 hour with room to go, we may have a shot at filling that wick and potentially even moving bullish here today, right? So let's take a look at the 4 hour. And here it comes. So 4 hour coming right back up. We've obviously been chopping around the whole time here. We have just a certain level right here. You got fake out, you got resistance, support, a lot of little fake outs here, support, right? So major level here. We'll have to see what we do. It looks like we have a fake out going on now, so we'll see what's up with all that on the 4 hour. But 1 hour is driving back up to the top of the range here. So yeah, we'll have to wait. I think I'm gonna be waiting on 1 hour candles until 9 a.m. here. So probably gonna sit out for 30 minutes, let price kind of simmer down here, let the like the news kind of seep into the market, and then take advantage of the volume that comes in after it. So yeah, we'll see what we do in this little observation range. There won't be any buys for me yet, but we'll see. I might be looking to take sells here on NQ as we're coming up to that 4 hour target tapped area. So we might, basically yesterday what we seen on gold, could play out here on NQ at some point between like 9 and 9:15. So yeah, let's just wait on that. Observation zone for me here. If we could start to reject, and likely we will start to move back down here. So we'll see. We'll see, my friends. All right, so that is that. That is that. Nightbot's in the building. FX Champ, how we feeling? Anyone have any questions? W trade yesterday. If you guys have any questions on yesterday's trade, just let me know. We'll talk about that a little bit too. But for now, let's just hang tight. Wait, NFP just came out, and let's let it settle down, and the volatility should pick back up in about 25 minutes. What up, Alpha Stacks? The big M is here. What's up? What's up? NQ analysis was on point, Asian. Yeah. NQ, man. NQ. Good job, all you NQ fans. Yo, whatever you do, don't look at NQ right after you finish doing Gold's breakdown. Man, I be finishing Gold's breakdown. Y'all be like, NQ, like, yo, good morning to you too. Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. All right, damn, just right on it. Well, how's this month going so far for me? It seems the market is moving well, but there's very few entry points. Yeah, a little slow. I think I've only taken like 5 or 6 trades. I got I think four green days, 1 red day here. Yeah, something like that. Let's go update the record here. But yeah, a little bit slower, a little bit more picky. Asian session hasn't really had much trades. It's been ranging and whatnot. So the bigger plays have been in New York, basically in New York here. Yeah, basically. What up, Benjamin? How you doing? Let me pop up Zoom here. Check the clubhouse out. Let's check it out. How you guys doing? Welcome in. What's good? Zoltan. Batty O Life in the building. Let's see. Yeah, good sells yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's trade was great. What is target tapped? Target tapped is basically when you come into a 4-hour, like a major zone on a 4-hour. So let's say like the 4-hour has a price where it was like kind of doing something like this, right? And then you get like pushes down here, maybe pushes down, right? And then maybe later on you're coming back up to it on the 4-hour, right? And you're starting to run right into that target to the left. A lot of times you'll see a rejection like that. So what we'll do is we'll spot that up, and then we'll go down to like a 15-minute or a 30-minute time frame and basically look to either wait for some sort of like confirmation that candles are closing back below, right? So we can go ahead and take sells, or we'll look to take impulse trades, like pretty much like we did yesterday, where you had that one candle, right, and had the wick, right, and then that next candle pops up, breaks the high, but comes back down, right, and re-breaks its own low, right? Kind of like its low sitting like right here, re-breaks its own low. Typically you're going to see a nice drive there. You gotta know when to take advantage of the impulse idea in the current candle versus waiting on the candle, right? So 9:30, if the move is there like it was yesterday, you can't wait for that candle to close, because that candle will drive on you. So again, you can't always take a trade at 9:30, right? I mean, I always want to take a trade at 9:30, but sometimes it's just not there. But it was valid on the current candle low at 9:30 yesterday, so you gotta take it. Fair value gap, what to look for? Sheesh, I would tell you, but it's a secret. What made you change your bias yesterday from long to short? I think it was the 4-hour candle, right? Yeah. So this lines up with that previous question, right? When we got to the desk, right, this is what the 4-hour candle looked like, right? And there was basically a target up here. So during the early part of the morning from like 8 to 9, we were looking to take advantage of the continued move. So basically from here to here, right? We wanted that move because the 4 hour still had room to go. But what happened is we weren't able to get in that move, right? There was no playbook set up that allowed us in. So it's not that the move didn't happen, right? The move did happen. But now, once that move happened, we're not going to be bullish anymore, right? We're going to start to see, okay, can we start to reject off of that zone? And if so, how can we be a part of it? So it's very simple. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm a trader that is either trading into the 4 hour target or off of the 4 hour target. Does that make sense? I'm a trader that's either trading into the 4 hour target or from the 4 hour target. So that's how I switch up my bias or counter trend trade and do all that type of stuff pretty well, is because I'm getting all my information based off of the higher time frame, like the 4 hour. So even though the 1 hour and the 30 and the 15 all look bullish, right, we take sells. Why do we take those sells? Because we are looking at the 4 hour candle and we're saying, okay, that has already hit a target at 9:30 here with the volume coming in. We're either going to keep going, which is fine, right? If we keep going, just run bullish. We take no trade there yesterday, right? But if we break the low, right, now that the candle has already made a wick, very high chance that our 4 hour candle will begin to reject from that zone. So, again, I've seen this hundreds of times, right? So if it's new to you, you got to see it, right? You got to get your reps in and see it more and more and more. And the more you see it, the better you'll get. Notice how I said, man, this was a little bit of an experience trade, right? But guess who got experience yesterday? You did, right? You got it. So count that as another trade, another rep, right? And study it, right? Get to know it a little bit better, especially if you like the fade and you want to be able to take advantage of that and make money off that in the future. Check gold. Bro, okay, let's check it out, bro. Let's check it out. Okay, cool. So nothing for me yet, right? We got there's no this. Remember the two or three ideas I drew out right from the beginning? I don't see them yet, right? So there's none of them here yet, so we still gotta wait. I'm correctly anticipating the move, but I'm not getting the entry when the setup comes. That's fine. That's going to happen sometimes. Like I just mentioned, I would love to take a trade at 9:30 every day, but sometimes the setup just isn't there, So it's not your fault, right? It's not my fault. It's just what the market is doing. I remember we had a guy here. His name was Gotta Trade. Some of y'all remember him, the OGs. He said, you know what? This is the plan, right? Gold's going to do what gold wants to do. And when gold does what we want it to do, that's when we enter, right? So, gold's going to do whatever, any pair, right? The market's going to do whatever it has to do, right? But there's going to be a couple times a day, right, where it's going to line up and it's going to do what you want it to do. And that's your opportunity to enter into trades and make money. So, you could be right about the idea. You know how many days I'm right about direction, but maybe don't take a trade or something? A lot of days. So remember, it's not just about direction. It's about that confirmation in that direction that you really need to be looking for and paying attention to. When do we begin the live? We begin the live around 8 a.m. Yeah, around 8 a.m. So 40 minutes ago. Yeah, pull up. If anyone's new here, we do this Monday through Friday. We've been doing this for a couple years now, 5 days a week, every day for the New York session. So pull up bonus. Got funded after being disciplined for a week, but now I'm one trade away from getting my first payout. Let's go. I bet you don't want to break that discipline anymore. Now you see what I mean, right? About not breaking the plan. It's awesome, isn't it? So, isn't it amazing to win? Any of you guys enjoy making money? All right, I really enjoy making money. I don't know about you guys, but I like making money trading, and I know that happens through that discipline and that patience and that commitment to the system, and I enjoy following it. I really do. I enjoy letting crappy trades go. There was a trade in Asian last night where we could have so easily been involved. I think it was right. Yeah, I think it was right here. Right? We could have so easily been involved in this trade, but because we have good patience and because we have good discipline and because we know exactly what we're looking for, right? And we won't deviate from it. This candle here, right? It was an opportunity to maybe go long. Yeah, clean range, wick to fill, closure above, but look, we had no bottom wick. It was the new 1 hour candle. It threw a wick like right down there. So right there, threw a wick, and I say, you know what? That one ain't good enough. And then the clubhouse members are probably like, my God, another one, another wick that's not good enough here. Come on. You know what? All right, you know what? I'm just going to listen to them. I'm in the clubhouse. I'm making those adjustments, right? And what do you know? If the buy stop would have been on the break of that high, right, we would have a couple pips in profit and just easily smoked that stop loss, right? And if you had your stop loss down here, right, because you wanted to just say, you know what? I'll show them, right? I'll make sure it doesn't hit my stop loss. Look at that, you know, straight drive down here, wiping out all late buyers there. So, you know, just really being willing to wait on the right opportunities and not take those like okay trades, right? Okay trades are ruining your P&L. I bet you okay trades are the ones that are taking all your profits away. So are they really okay? I don't know. They're not okay with me. Have trust issues with your plan, trying to let it run instead of closing early. Well, do you have data that says that most of your trades should be running? Right? Does on all your trades, right? Have you recorded the data that states, yo, let your trades run. Don't close trades. Because if you have that, then just simply follow it so you can get the result of it. But if you don't even have that, and you're just letting your trades run because it sounds like a good idea, I promise you that's not going to cut it. So you need data that states it's a good idea and it works more often than not. If you have that, great, follow it, trust it, you know, do it over and over again on a small lot size until you actually trust it. But chances are you don't have that. You don't have that data, right? And if that's the case, then right, start collecting your data and see if it's even worthy or if it's logical for you to let trades run. A lot of times for me, it's not even that logical, right? I'll take my base hits, right? I'm not trying to hit a home run. I'm trying to get on first base over and over and over and over and over and over again and keep moving runners along, right? That's how you put points on the board. I just want to get RBIs, right? Little one RBI here, one RBI there. Right, Johnny Gems? I'm sure he can teach you about that. Johnny Gems was one that, you know, always wanted to, again, let his trades run. And logically, it makes a lot of sense, right? Let's let the trade run and we can make more money. But believe it or not, those base hits have made probably the biggest difference in my trading.
Oh, yeah. Same here, bro. The base hits have made a bigger impact than holding or getting greedy. Right, just compounding. I mean, the compound effect itself, you know, just beats the idea of being greedy, especially in the markets, you know. So 100%, bro. Anytime I held over longer than the base hit level, most of the time, right, again, playing this odd game, most of the time I was getting stopped at break even or stopped out. So most of the time I realized I should have been taking my base hits and compounding profits. So shout out Nick.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, John, how's everything going? He's like, I'm still in the trade. I'm like, still in the trade. I just finished working out. Had a good time. He's like, yeah, I was going to go to the gym, but I'm still hanging out in the trade and it's fluctuating. It's only going a little bit in profit and then back to a little bit in drawdown. So I'm right around break. I'm like, man, I'm so happy I took that base hit earlier, right? Because I had already closed profits. Said, peace out, everyone. W's in the chat. Went to the gym, right? Completely got my mind off of trading. And John was still in trades, right? And it's like, even if he did make a little bit more money than I did that day, I had an extra 2 hours of just living my life, not even thinking about the trade, right? So sometimes, you know, I'll settle for 30, 35 pips over 50 or 45, right? Just to have profits on the day, make money that day, do my job, and I return later, right? In the next session.
Yep. It's crazy, bro. And most of the time it was my ego that wanted to hold it, trying to make more money and also trying to like be perfect, quote unquote. quote
the
unquote
payout.
perfect. Like, yo, this is full TP, bro.
Yup.
Like this, according to the trade, like, you know, according to the trade, trying to act perfect and smart, like we got to hold for full TP, like this, letting this rock.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you know, the amount of money that I desired was right in my hands. You know, I just wasn't taking it.
Right. It's like you couldn't live off 500 a day. You had to make
Right.
750. You know.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's the other thing, bro. The thing would get close, you know, kind of close to my TP, and I wouldn't hold it because I wanted to tap it. Meanwhile, you know, it wasn't that much of a difference in the profit amount.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's up, bro?
You're what's up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ready to have an amazing day today, bro.
Ready to be patient, disciplined, follow the plan. I already know what I'm looking
Boom.
for. Nothing can confuse me today.
Boom. Same here, bro. Got a plan. I'm sticking to it.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, chat? How y'all feeling? Happy New York session. Another session. Follow our plans and take our base hits.
Base hits, baby. Wow. If a candle closes doji green, does it consider as a support, resistance, or must it be a specific body size only counted as a resistance? Yeah, so both, because look at our daily. So, okay, so the first example is what you talked about where it closed as a doji. Can it be a resistance? Can it be a support? Sometimes it can. Like, look at this guy right here. Right, like we literally like rejected that area 3 on 3 daily candles and stayed below. So notice how we're above it now, right? I personally think that this is the major zone here, even though it looks very minor, right? A price is really respecting this pretty well here now. Like my bias is pretty bullish. Like outside of the news that came out, I see us closing above that range, staying above that range, and having somewhat of a daily celery play going on here, right? Where price breaks the highs and continues moving up in that zone. So sometimes it can be. Most of the times you'd rather see something like this though, right? Like a good support formed before you're really judging that as a high level that's used a lot by the market. Now, the only reason I'm saying that about this is because I've noticed that we have really respected it, right? A couple, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days stayed below there. So yeah, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you don't know until you get a couple candles that show you, right? Okay, it's a strong area. So yeah, it's best to have like a good support though, like you see here, stronger support versus something that you see over here. But you know, again, sometimes those ranges that we're looking at there to the left actually do play a pretty big role. So yeah, you got to judge it. And sometimes, like I said, you need a couple candles to show you if it's a strong zone or not.
Yeah. I feel like personally, like those doji candles, those weak like body candles never really gave me strong support or resistances from what I've learned.
Yeah.
Always best to wait for something strong, something fresh, something convincing, you know?
Yep, I would say that too. Like usually they don't, right? But for some reason, this guy right here is actually playing a pretty major role here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's also pretty strong on the 4 hour too. But look at this 4 hour candle. If the 4 hour closes back above, man, this is the playground here for gold today. All the way up to like 54.10. Sheesh.
Yeah, news came out and just bled off, it looks like.
Oh.
Asian London, we're just ranging, bro. Pre-NFP ranges pretty much in those sessions, and hopefully we get something nice here. Made sense, though.
Yeah. What do I think about Lucid? It's okay. I'm starting to trade them now, so I'll mess around with it, see how it is. How much... Wait, what? How much setups you missed? A lot. How much setups you missed? A lot. But how many payouts I got? A lot. How many payouts I got? A lot. Hey.
That's what we say after our losses, though.
Appreciate the explanation.
Money.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome.
Lose some funded accounts. It's all good. How much money you got?
Yay. How many payouts did you get?
Sure. If you got a lot, you know, that's something to celebrate. So
can I show February of last year?
Example.
Yes. Yes. February of last year. Let's take a look. 2025. February. Yeah, we did pretty good last year. Pretty good. Pretty good. So a lot of green, little red. Just basically like every other month of the year. So not too bad. Two losses, small losses at that. So we'll see how we can end up this year. This year so far we got we're just 1 week in, so we're also trading very small here, like $91. Like that was crazy. So I'm probably gonna start to trade my live account. I don't know. I'm gonna fund it here this week and then see if we can begin trading it on the 16th because I don't like being restricted. I don't like restrictions. So yeah, due to the fact that prop firms are quaking a little bit right now and only allowing us to use 1 MGC or whatever it is, 2. I mean, we're gonna need something bigger than that, right? So yeah, so we're gonna start trading I'm gonna start trading my live account here probably next week.
yeah, smart, bro.
Since I joined the club, we've taken 6 930 fades. Oh, all were winners. Oh, nice. Yeah, 930 is always a good one. Yep. Stephen B loves making money. All right, let's go.
Stephen B.
Yes, sir. Unnecessary loss. That would have been. Yep. Being restricted just because I can only use like 1 or 2 MGCs. So I could basically now only trade. So pretty much went from trading $50 a tick, a pip or whatever, to $2. 50
Yes,
to $2. Yeah, major difference.
Did you hear what they did?
What?
Did you hear the rule change Tops that did with their live account?
I don't think so. No.
You can only keep 20% of your total profits. So like whatever your total profits
Wow.
are, like you can only keep 20% of that into your live and put it into your live account. And Chad, I believe it's like all your profits, right? It's not even just one account, but all the profits on all your accounts, I think.
Damn.
But yeah, I knew that rule came out. So a little different rule.
Well, we've been hollering from the rooftops for 12 months about how we believe that you should stack your payout profits
Yeah.
and be ready and have it on deck to load up your live account, right? Your cash account where there's no restrictions on that and you can do whatever you like with your money, right? And we've been saying that for a long time. So some people have been preparing, some haven't. Some have heard us say it but haven't prepared, and that's okay. It's a lesson, right? It could be a lesson for you to, kind of get ready a little bit quicker next time. So hopefully a lot of you guys, you guys have been making a lot of money, right? So hopefully you've been setting some money aside so that way you can fund your own live account and be able to trade exactly how you want.
Yeah, facts, bro.
But even with the size being extremely low, do you guys notice how yesterday's trade, if you go back and watch it, I traded that, I had $2 per tick, but I traded it just as I normally would with $50 a tick, right? I didn't do anything different. I didn't hold longer because I wasn't making as much money. Like, you see, like sometimes like traders will hold longer because they didn't open a big enough lot size, but that doesn't make sense for the most part, right? Like, notice how I still follow the plan logically. When it was time to go break even, we went break even. When targets were hit, right? It was the same flow regardless of whether I was going to make $5,000 on that trade or $90 on that trade, right? Nothing changed. Not one thing, not in my attitude, not in my mindset, not in my technicals, right? Everything remained the same. So that's how you have to be as well, right? Just because you have a bigger account or a smaller account, right? I got a bigger account, so I'll close quicker. No, that's not necessarily the right way to go about it. Or I got a smaller account, so I'll hold longer, right? And it's like, that's not really how it's done. So you got to remain system focused no matter what. No matter if you're on a 50K, 100K. I get questions all the time. Nick, I'm moving up to from a 50K to a 100K. What should I do different? Nothing.
Yeah, right.
Nothing.
Nothing, man.
Nothing. Have you been getting payouts on your 50K? Yeah, man. I got 3 of them. I'm so pumped up. Okay, so change nothing, dude. Absolutely nothing. Show up, look for the best trade. The only thing you should maybe do is maybe increase your lot size slightly, being that you're working on a bigger account. But in terms of like approach and setups and entry, I mean, nothing changes, man. Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
It's big facts, bro.
All right, we got an hour closure here. What is this? This is not my... Oh, okay, let's go back to... There we go. All right, so we get an hour closure here. We did close bearish, but we closed right at this level of support. So I'm actually probably going to be a little bit more bullish, man, especially if that 4 hour starts coming up here, right? So 4 hour broke through the lows, but we've rejected that level there, right? Support's been rejected. Price is trying to push back up. The 1 hour is still closing bearish, though. That's our bigger issue. So we're going to need a little push down here, retest of that zone, and then maybe we see some type of support formed on the lower time frame. So basically exactly what we drew out earlier. We need to, we just continue to wait on that, right? So maybe if we get this candle here to close like that, where we fail to break the lows, fail to fill the wick, you have that next candle just like I drew out from the breakdown that does break lows, closes up something like this, then we have an opportunity to come get that top wick right on this next candle here and push up like that. So we'll see. That'll be the buys that I'm looking for. And then sells, yeah, I mean, if we actually come up here, right, and we do that now, right, let's say we don't wait for another candle, we do it now, then the opportunity to take these sells after giving this candle a top wick are very good, right? You just need that same exact idea up here. Little break of the high, closure back below, and then we take this back down to fill that wick. Wick fills incoming.
Yep.
Potentially.
Looks good.
What size live account am I going to do? I'll probably do like maybe 50,000. 50K. Something like that. Hey, Raffy.
Like it.
There he is. How you doing?
My brothers.
How you doing?
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Doing? How we doing? How we
Get
feeling,
a big
man?
hey, how are you?
Hump day. Happy
Hey,
hump
how are
day.
you?
Hump day, yeah.
Happy hump day, bro.
That's what they say. Happy.
Reminds
hump
me of
day.
the
I don't know
old
why
good
this-
old days
what's
at the
with hump
office.
for, but
Yeah, let's get it. Hump day, baby.
yeah, let's get it.
You know what I like to do on
Where's the
hump day
birthday
when all
boy?
my neighbors are at work? I'll
Hey,
leave it
yeah.
up to your imagination.
No,
You know what I like to do on hump day while everyone's at work and me and my wife are home? How you doing?
Hey, you done?
Nobody
If
knows
not,
nothing.
If you're not doing that, then what are you done?
How's work?
Literally.
You all right?
We're gonna have a silent, no problems over here.
You got some problems over there.
How we doing, Clubhouse? How we doing, YouTube?
How you
How
doing,
we feeling?
brother?
How we feeling? Man, I'm doing good,
We
man.
missed you in Asian last night.
Yo,
I
facts.
know. You guys caught anything?
No, man. Besides some
Nothing.
crazy gems, I think the gem of the night was someone asked if like I can run them through the routine, the morning routine, and I think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
a very powerful part. So if you guys missed Asian last night, go back and watch that replay. So far,
Yeah. These
He-
next couple of days, I'm gonna be joining from probably my phone because my mom has the surgery tomorrow.
yes, you're
And,
traveling for that, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the hospital and then probably gonna be taking care of her, helping her. I don't know how much she's gonna need, so yeah, it's gonna be busy, but
Chat, keep
Yeah.
Rafi, his mom, and his family in your prayers. We know the power of prayer, so we just ask that you keep
Yeah.
them. She's gonna have a minor surgery, and she should be all good to go, moving and grooving.
Sorry.
yep,
Brandon,
yep, thank you,
Brandon.
thank you.
Praying for you, brother. Hope
Better than
everything's
ever,
great.
baby.
Amazing.
I know.
Baby
We're
number
back into the
5.
game.
Yo,
Back in the heat.
game.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
back.
Haha, Ben Smith. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. Need some toilet paper.
That's crazy.
I got the receipts
man,
running
what,
around the house to prove it. That's hilarious.
That was fire, man. Basically, what I took away from the gems last night about your routine is that your morning routine and your evening routine is what positions your frequency to attract your reality. That's what
Yep.
I took away from that.
Yeah,
And I knew that, but like take away from it.
it protects the middle of the day as well. You know, when you've got the morning covered and the night covered, and you're doing what we talked about last night, you can basically handle anything that comes your way throughout the day, right? And you stay on track and you stay on pace, right, to continue to have a winning day every day. So yeah, it's incredible.
Facts, bro. Because it's your frequency that creates your reality, right? Definitely according to Outsmart Reality, that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're magnetic beings, bro. You know, and that what we're talking about here. If the frequency is from the negative side, it's gonna attract more of that same frequency. So that's the reason why we talk about these things. You know, like hydrating yourself early in the morning, getting your meditation done, getting the things that make you feel good, the positive affirmations, the visualization. All these things are in a way helping you to heighten your frequency. Which, if you're gonna be attracting more of that, that's where you want to be, right? So. And it's not different here from trading. I was talking to a trader yesterday, and we're talking about his state. He's coming in with a fearful or greedful state into the trade, into the market. He is going to be perceiving price action from a similar state. Therefore, how he feels is going to be with the same frequency. So he's going to be attracting things that are going to make him fearful or greedy. Therefore, his performance and his behavior is going to change. It's going to be, tied to the frequency he's vibrating from. So all of these things make sense, and that's the reason why you need to tackle them. Taking care of your frequency is huge. What you eat, what you drink, what you say, what you watch, right? Everything at the end of the day takes a toll on your performance.
That's what I learned in Outsmart Reality, that like the universe is just like the markets, right? Like the markets don't care. The markets don't care about us. The markets are gonna do what it wants to do and what it's gonna do, right? So we have the greater responsibility of, position ourselves with the probabilities in our favor, right? The universe doesn't care about what we think, right? The universe just cares about us abiding by its laws and by it abiding by its laws, and so we have the greater responsibility of like putting ourselves in that position of frequency to attract, the energy back or the reality back that we want. I kind of like to look at it like that, same way here.
It's so like some of you guys, there's probably an example today, like how many of you guys woke up like late, rushing, didn't have anything organized, your frequency gets all messed up, right? So all of a sudden you walk out the front door and you forgot your keys, right? And then you got to go run in the house to get the keys, right? And then you get into your car and you close the door hard, but it just jams you right in your knee. You're like, my goodness, right? Like, and then you start getting in your car and you drive in, and all of a sudden the car in front of you stops at all the red lights. And you're like in this rush and you're like, come on, right? Like, you see how the energy, right? Like, notice how that doesn't happen every day, right? Notice how the days when you wake up and you get up on time and you do it right, you just cruise over to work, right? Because your energy, your frequency hasn't been interrupted like that. I was talking to someone the other day and they said, when you wake up in the morning, like, aren't you like mad? I'm like, mad? What? I'm like, praise God, I could see again, right? I'm awake, like, mad. And he's like, yeah, maybe it's just the frustration of like doing what I'm not called to do, like having to work a job or something like that, where I'd be waking up mad, like, damn, I gotta do, like, imagine trying to operate in that state, right? If he doesn't very quickly get himself into a routine when he wakes up, that frequency can run with him the rest of the day, right? The rest of the day. Half a cup of coffee might do it, but yeah, that's going to run with him the rest of the day, and that day most likely won't be, that well, right? You can probably struggle someone's going to ask you later, how's your day? You guys ever hear that? The whole, like, all of a sudden just like all the oxygen that they had in them completely emptied, right? It's like, whoa, maybe I shouldn't have even have asked that, right? And they say, another day, blah, 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 right? So your frequency, man, has a lot to do. If you jump out the bed in the morning with a smile on your face saying, praise God, I'm awake, Right? Let's do this. Only great things are going to happen to me today. You go look yourself in the mirror, go, you're tired, but you're ready. The only thing you're tired of is being close to average people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's go. You start screaming in the mirror, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm so happy. And that's about you, right? And you start pumping yourself up. Man, all of a sudden, you're going to have a great day, right? Where that guy's getting stopped by the stoplights, your lights are going to be green that day. It's interesting how it works, but it works.
Yeah, facts, bro.
It's
But if
interesting.
you notice also, like what you were explaining there, Nick, when people, like, you know, if you are rushed and if you pay attention to your physiological state, your body's, I mean, your heart is beating super fast, your breathing is very shallow, your shoulders get super tense.
Yup.
And that's what we're talking about, that frequency. You see what
Hands
I'm saying?
are
Like
clenching.
you are. Yeah. It's a lot of that. And more of that is going to be attractive. So now, like you said, somebody gets in the red light or, yeah, who knows? It's just more of the same feeling. And that's the reason why our boy says the feeling is the secret,
Yeah.
right? If you wake up grateful, you're feeling already grateful. You're feeling good already. So your body's going to respond to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, NQ, what a move here. Just an absolute rocket ship. 8 a.m., 8:30. Really big move for NFP here, right? It's the bigger move. But, yeah, green numbers on the dollar, so no surprise there. We're going to need a pullback, so I like the buys. We're now remaining above this range here, so 1 hour closed above. If we can get a little pullback on like a 15-minute time frame, support being formed, that'll be perfect. So what does that look like? Probably something like this, right? You get candles to come down. Close bearish, stay above that 84 level. We stay above 84, we plant support, and then we got ourselves some buying opportunities to retest those highs. Pretty simple.
Yo, we got a Viking in the house, bro.
Viking, how you doing?
The Viking.
Yeah, instead of hitting the psh, you gotta go look in your mirror and say, I'm gonna be an 8-figure trader, that's it, period. You know, that's it. Just make that be everyone's alarm clock in the house. Oh my God, my dad's up again, screaming in the mirror. Yeah, that's right.
Love you. Nice. That's what my kids will say about me.
My crazy dad's up, but my goodness, he's ripped, rich, and rare. I love that guy. You know, I'm gonna start screaming in the mirror. My kids already have an affirmation station. It's pretty cool. Some of you guys seen
that,
it,
bro. That was sick.
Yeah, some of y'all
was sick.
have come over to my home and stuff, and you've seen met my kids and whatnot, and you know the affirmation station, and we be doing the affirmations with them and all that. So it's a blessing. Magnus, talk to me. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I know, but I'm
The Vikings here.
It's funny. Hello, everyone.
Let me get a yee. A yee.
Hey,
Let me get a yee. Let's go.
yo, what's up, boys?
How we feeling,
My name's
Mr.
Magnus.
London?
Only good things happen to me.
Hey man, great to see you,
Hey.
brother.
W,
look-
bro. Let's go.
You're looking like $1 trillion
Sir.
bucks here today. Wow.
Thank you, man. You too. Appreciate it.
I'm feeling like
I
it
see-
too.
I still
man.
see that fade from yesterday.
The sun's shining on
For
you,
real.
bro.
That-
I don't know.
damn.
That gave me a haircut right there,
Yo.
9:30.
Matt, didn't Magnus have long hair yesterday? We faded him up real good
Completely
there.
long hair, bro.
Yeah. That fade was fire.
Oh damn.
That fade though.
Bro, fades
Yeah.
for everyone yesterday. If you guys didn't watch yesterday's
Yeah, bro, that was
New York
frustrating.
session, go check that out. That was perfect higher time frame, lower time frame correlation. I still don't have access to Zoom links. Been emailing since Sunday. Not a chance. Check your spam. Check your spam. I was in the email yesterday. Everything should be up to date. So I would check spam or junk. It's probably hanging out in there. And if you need us to resend you another email, shoot us a message and we'll send it back over to you. How to deal with randomly jumping into trades. You get a sledgehammer, right? And you put the sledgehammer right here on the desk. And every time that you jump into a random trade, you pick the sledgehammer up and you put your trading hand down and you just drop it. And you let gravity teach you the lesson of never jumping in random trades again, right? And every time you do that, you know, one finger is going to go and then the next one. And then eventually you're not going to have a hand to click those buttons, right? Because you're just randomly doing stuff. So get a system, right? Follow the system, write it down, make sure you got it, make sure you know what setups you're looking for, make sure you know everything about it. Then, right, place trades. So I think it sounds like you're still in the learning phase, which is good, right? Learn right now. I don't think you're in the earning phase yet, and that's okay, right? Because the only way to get to the earning phase is to go through the learning phase, right? So I think it's more about establishing a true business plan for your trading, right? For your trading company, and learn about that plan, learn about that system. We have a really good one here that you can use. There's also many good ones out there in the world of the internet that you can go find, but find one that works, one that resonates with you, learn everything about it, and then you can start making some money. And then that way you don't have to break your fingers every other day. Hey, what happened to your finger, Bill? Nothing. You still doing that type of no. Don't ask me.
For real though. And it's like, bro, like what the pros do too is before they start their day, they do a top-down analysis and they plan out a trade that fits their trading rules and their plan. So you should start to do that, bro. Before you take any trade, you should plan it out.
Yes.
Don't
okay.
take a trade that you haven't first planned out beforehand.
That's the more professional answer that you're looking for, right? So notice how every day we do a top-down analysis. We draw out a couple ideas and what would make sense for us to do today, and then we just wait from there. Sometimes they come right away. Sometimes we have to wait an hour or two. Sometimes they don't even show up. So it's all about knowing what you want, knowing exactly what you're looking for, what position that day, and then literally everything else is just noise at that point. So
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
yeah. Yes, sir. You're welcome. I like to joke a little bit, but it's true. You know, like you should probably just drop a sledgehammer on your hand to the point where you can't trade anymore, and then you have to think, you know what? I shouldn't be taking random trades like that. So it's important, man. It's that important.
Bro, you should have seen London today, Nate. That was insane.
Yeah.
Complete range. Like
Yeah.
Dang.
the most chop I've seen in London for a while, right?
I'm looking right here.
John, what do you say?
Oh man, chopped, bro. Chopped.
Holy.
Great gems though, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean,
What were you guys
Respect.
thinking here at 3:30? Anything?
it was like it was okay during
Yeah.
like an inverted celery, but we said like
A lot of
there's
rejection
too much chop.
here.
There's too much.
Yeah,
chop.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think I would
1
have
hour
taken
bearish,
that.
30 bearish. Nah, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't
Cool.
that- wasn't
Yeah,
that good.
that's how it's gonna be sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh baby,
Asian session and London session both chopped.
exactly.
do you see what I see?
I see it, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe
I'm
this.
seeing exactly the same here.
Maybe.
But
We'll
it's-
see.
Funny you mentioned it before, because all we talked about this session, or not all we talked about, what we mentioned is that all we see is noise here, right? Until that setup appears.
Yeah.
Then it's
Yeah.
our time to execute. It's my deal and no deal here.
Look at this
Today,
over
yeah.
here. Look at you gotta spot the little details. So where did this candle come up to? Right? If we look left, what do we see? There's that no wick, right?
Yeah,
details.
exactly. It's art. It's art.
Yep. So now if this candle closes bearish and the next one gets a top wick, I'm getting into sells. I'm gonna get
Sure.
into that retest that we talked about we drew this up literally before this candle was even a thing, this big candle here, right? And if we can create resistance, we can have an 80% chance of retesting that support and then potentially even filling that wick.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
And then we'll give you all a big hey, how are you, and get out of here.
Yep. Hell yeah. And man,
Electric chair? Nah, actually, yo, now that you say that, I feel like I've heard of that. Someone on okay, so someone on Instagram, I guess, bought an electric chair, and every time they broke their plan, they just hit the button. Just the whole body got tased.
damn, dude.
Yo, that's hilarious. Now that you say that, I do remember hearing something about that.
It's intense.
That's funny. All right, Goldie, just hold up.
Hold up.
I should have never said anything. I should have never spoke.
Not for real. Jinxed it a little bit.
No jinx, no jinx.
Still looks good.
My name is Nick Stewart, and only great things happen to me. My name is Nick Stewart, and every time I get into a trade, I get the whole wick fill. Yep. Struggle with the same if I had just held or taken the trade. Yeah, you know, again, look, gang, that's all like normal. It's all normal when you're a new trader to study a trading system, and then all of a sudden when we're not on together and it's just you on your own, you see that trade and you hesitate. That's totally fine. It's all part of the process, all part of the learning process here, right? But eventually you're going to see it again, and you're going to see it again, and you're going to watch me take it and watch me take it, right? And all of a sudden you're going to begin to say, no, you know what? I'm going to take that trade this time, right? And then that's how you start to get into the swing of things. Are you okay? Actually, it's up. It's in the bathroom upstairs. Yeah,
That's a
so
big fact,
it's
bro.
all about getting them reps
Big
in.
fact. You know, like the wise man said, bro, if the markets do the same thing every day, then so should we. You know, we are the only ones who should be getting better. You know, the markets are going to remain the same. Our eyes and our discipline and consistency should be getting better over time. As these patterns, you know, continuously repeat themselves every day, we get better at it, at identifying them.
Yes, sir, we do. Remember, we just keep getting better. I mean, isn't that cool?
Better and better. It's
We
cool.
just keep getting better and better and better, and we don't really change much, right? We just get better at doing it. See, that's the secret, in my opinion. A lot of traders, they want to change their strategy. They want to change their approach. They want to change their everything, right? Meanwhile, they just got to do more of what works and get better at doing that, right? They don't need to change anything. You just got to get better, right? That's why when you change, you still suck, right? And then you got to change again and change again and change again. It's a never-ending revolving door. I've seen way too many traders go through it. So I know I'm speaking facts, right? Like, I've just seen too much of it. But you gotta stop doing that. You know, you gotta stop doing that. Stick to one thing that works and work it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Yesterday I got a message from a fake Nick telling me about his VIP members. Yeah,
Oh my
no,
goodness.
the fakies are out there, man. The fakies
Definitely.
are out there. There's a million of them, just like me, who cuss like me. You know, they're
Nick,
all
why
out there.
can't you stop adding me as friends on Discord?
They even hit up my wife. They say, hey, how are you? I'm just checking in on my
Bro, that's
VIP
fine.
members and wondering if you needed any extra help. And if you do, it's only half a Bitcoin. And being that Bitcoin is just taking a hit right now, we'll do a discount on that as well.
Bro, that's next level.
Thank you, honey. Yeah, so just keep in mind, I would never reach out to you. Like, I will answer your DM or like answer you, but I would never like reach out to you about anything. If I have anything new, the first time you'll hear it is on one of these live streams, right? Like, if I actually had that, you would be well aware of it because I'd talk about it, right? The only thing I have really is the Clubhouse and the Elite program. That's it. And the Elite program is not even open right now, so it's strictly just the Clubhouse. And I don't take crypto, so. But I might start, you know, get a little discounted rate.
We'll look into it.
We'll look into it. I placed
Yeah,
the order
sure,
in my
you're
mind. Yeah. I do have something in the mix coming for the TT community. I think you guys are going to be stoked about it. Super pumped up. I haven't mentioned it once yet, so I'm trying to keep this on the low, but pretty soon you guys are going to hear about something really cool.
Facts, bro. Working on it behind the scenes right now.
Yeah, actually, we're working on a few things. One is a bigger overall TTE thing, and the other thing is a new perk and a new feature within the Clubhouse.
We're working. Not just on the charts, but overall.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. We're getting this rejection here, so let's see how we do on this closure. 30 celery.
This
coming
looks
in
good,
hot,
especially
too.
30 here.
Looks
Sheesh.
pretty good. Pretty good.
30 looking money here soon.
30 celery, 15-minute onion, 1 hour, 1 hour is aight, 4 hours still bearish. We got volume coming in. We grabbed the highs here. We did the pack runner. So yeah, this will be pretty valid. So what am I asking myself here today? If I take this trade, will I be okay with the loss? Does it look like a trade that normally wins for me, right? Because if it looks like a trade that would normally win, then that means I'm okay with taking a loss, right? So as long as that's the case, then I can, and I have all my my box is checked, right, then I can go ahead and approach this opportunity with zero cares in the world on whether or not this moves down or moves up, right? I'll size in accordingly, like on a regular day, make sure I'm losing, you know, only what I want to lose and whatnot, right? So as long as your winners and your losers look alike, then you are beginning to play the game properly.
Yes,
That's why
sir.
I was happy to take that buy yesterday after the New York session. And I know a lot of people in the clubhouse took it. I don't know about you,
that's right.
but I took a nice buy after stream. And
Yeah,
it
that
happened
was
to be a
nice.
loss. It happened to be a
Yeah.
loss. But just because it was a loss doesn't mean it was a bad trade, man. That trade looked like all my winning trades. So
Oh, it looked fire. I took it too.
yeah. So I was grateful to even execute that trade and have this opportunity here.
Not all great trades produce a profit.
Nope. What is Mark Douglas says, wins and losses are distributed randomly over any series of edges. So to me, that made a lot of sense. I wasn't
Yep.
surprised.
Yep. Okay, closure coming up in 9 seconds. So we need a top wick here. What I'll be looking to do is move stops to break even around this support here, and then see if we can get down into this zone here for some partials and whatnot, or even full TP. So here we go. Candle's open. Let's see if we can come up and make that top wick, and then we'll push this sell stop up and get ready to run here.
It's looking good.
Yeet. Let's see. As for your BTC, yeah, no BTC, baby. All right, let's see if we can break that high, get ourselves a little bit more of a top wick, and then sell stops. Yeah, there
You
it
have
is.
the previous
Perfect.
candle stops?
Yeah, I'm gonna use previous candle here. Probably gonna use stops back above, yeah, somewhere around like 5105, 5105-ish, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
bet.
So yeah, let's see if we can break that low and get off to the races here. I think partials would probably be 77, right, and then full TP somewhere down there, you know, at that wick fill down there. So we just broke the low. Let's see if we can get towards support here and go break even, and then see if we can get that wick fill.
See it. I like it.
I see it. I
That
like
thing
it.
didn't even activate me. Yo. what
Really?
the-
Wait, what happened?
Sheesh.
No way.
I don't know spread.
You got activated, you said?
No
No,
spread.
you say he
I said.
didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't get
Oh.
activated?
Nope.
Damn. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see if we got what it takes here at 9:30 to make our way downtown. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Yes, I'm not too sure. I think John was talking about that earlier, the new Top Step stuff.
Yeah, I just heard it from someone in chat
Yeah.
and on like a
Stop filled.
All right,
What's it
break even has been hit. Oh, stop that break even. Stop that break even. Yeah, we got to go BE here though. Got to go BE at support. So yeah, I'm stopped at break even. We'll see. We'll see if the volume got what it takes, but that's it. That's it for me. We gotta keep pushing if we hit that level there. So I'm out at BE. If you guys are in still, stops are, you know, obviously kept above the highs here. And then, yeah, next time we re-break that low, if we do it, I'd go break even. Yeah. Haven't had a BE trade in a while. Wow. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I think the only opportunity next to get back into the sell would probably be after we close or something. Strong closure.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, break even. Yo,
Yep,
Sam
me too.
Capital. 2 in a row, baby. 2 in a
Yo,
row.
man. Sam the
Oi,
man,
oi.
brother.
I had to get that bleeder for you yesterday, bro. Had to.
Sir.
All right, we still
Great to
got
see you,
a lot of volume here, so yeah, this should still be good to work out. But again, once we hit that support, at least I got to follow the rules, right? 20 pips of slippage, no way. Is that what you said,
Yeah,
Magnus?
bro,
You got
mine was
slipped?
too. Holy smokes! Got slipped like 40.
No, on what
bro.
what
Bro,
platform?
what the?
Are you
It's on Trading View, yeah?
Trading view, yeah.
Yeah,
Trading View,
bro.
Of course, he's trading view.
Yeah, that thing always happens like
Yeah,
that.
trade is
Oh
trash.
my goodness, bro.
Like forex vibes all over.
I'm
Bro,
like,
I was, oh my goodness. Full
Sheesh.
target was like BE.
I don't know, man. I might just have to get involved in a forex broker again. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, for real. That might even be better now. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Are you out, Magnus, or
Yeah.
yeah, you got break even? Or
Yeah, I closed full on all my accounts, but my one got slipped.
got you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with my break even here. I'm cool with that. I'm always cool with following the plan. Always.
Same. Break even was necessary here. Support was there.
Yep. 20 pit. Wow.
At least
a
I
lot of
got
you guys.
PE though, even though it gets slipped.
I know.
Holy smokes, man. That was wild stuff.
I can't believe that. But then again, 40
that's
pips is
insane.
like, you know, where is that? Oh, wow. Damn. Way down here?
All the way down.
So basically at support.
Yeah. For real. Yeah. Right there.
Damn, that's crazy.
Insane. Yeah, but only on one account, so it's fine.
Okay.
Still
Not too
wild. though.
shabby.
Yeah.
GJ, yo, we're about to trade GJ again. Let's go, Sam. Give us the update on Brexit. You're welcome, Vince. You're welcome. Yeah, so I know probably about 80% of you guys are not cool with break even here, and that's totally fine. You know, I still gotta follow that rule. Best of luck if you're still in, right? I mean, we haven't broke the high yet, so the volume just is waiting, right? It's not in yet. Maybe it's gonna come on the re-break of the low, but for me, at that support, gotta go break even. Man, who knows that 30-minute broke the low? We should really rip down here.
Yeah, for real. Oh, you're still in?
Everything else looks pretty good. 1 hour looks good. 30 broke the low. It's just that 15 support
Yeah,
there.
I'm in on the 30-minute.
Okay, cool. 30-minute idea.
Oh, the 30.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah. 'cause-
Oh wait, you didn't enter on the
Nah.
what the 15? I mean.
I got in on the celery play.
Ah, okay, cool.
Nick, honestly, I thought you were getting the celery play too.
Yeah, no, I like the 15 idea a little bit better just because that support
Yeah,
is there. I'm going to see. So if, depending on 9:45, maybe I will play the 30-minute time frame, but I need this 9:30 candle
Same.
to close first. So if we close strong bearish, what I'll do is I will treat that like a 30-minute celery, re-add the sell stop on the break of the low, and keep this high here as my stop. All right, and then see if we can get that wick fill, and then I'll have a new partial at that point, which would be like 73, right, or something like that, and then the full wick fill down into 41 there. So everything looks good outside of that 15 at the moment. So we'll see. Maybe the volume just hasn't kind of came in yet.
Yeah, it's 9:30, so.
But it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So I'm going to wait on the 15 closure. If it runs without me, no biggie.
Stop field.
There you go.
Hey,
Who was that?
Hey, I don't know
Who
what
was
the
it?
hell that was.
who was it?
Who
That
was
me,
it?
but no stops were filled. I don't understand what that was, honestly.
That's
I
weird.
should
There
be
we
straight.
go.
I should still have
We know you added more in the break of the low, bro.
I swear I didn't. I have no idea why that happened. That was so-
It's okay, John. It's okay.
We should
I'm still in my
all
30
have our
30
thing
minute
on
celery.
moving forward.
I don't know.
And it's like, yo, who was
Yeah,
it?
we should all have for
Who
real.
was
I don't
it?
know. But still, though, I'm like still confused. Like, what just happened? Because I already was in the position. I don't know why it said ordered filled again.
That's funny.
As long as you're
What
still
the-
in, nothing
Man
has
said is
changed.
always John.
Bro, what the hell?
Yo,
That boy adding positions.
I'm
Let's go.
bro.
adding on the break of the low.
It's all good. Ain't
That happened
nothing
last
wrong
night,
with
ain't
adding
it?
here.
Secret.
Nothing wrong with adding here, to be honest. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
nah,
adding
nah.
back here either. I just would much rather wait for a 15 closure to add back.
Yeah, I'm not adding back either. But
But it should start
just
going
letting
now.
this thing rock. Just letting this
Yeah.
thing rock here. May the probability be in my favor.
Exactly.
And may we have a blessed day.
May peace be with you and also with you.
May peace be with us and with you too.
Okay, what do we got for a 15 closure? We have 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So yeah, this will probably run within that 6 minutes. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Order filled.
I'm out.
Hey, there
Order
it is.
filled.
There it is. Yeah, you had two positions.
Nah, I don't know
They
what.
both
the
hit
hell
full
happened,
TP just now.
But I'm
Let's
out.
go. W.
Thanks, bro.
Let's get it, Johnny Gems. Yeah, so if you held, good job. If you went break even and caught break even here at this support. Awesome job as well. Yeah, whatever the plan was from the jump. 1 hour tapping into support again here too, so we'll see what happens. But good trade. That would be our partial TP. So congrats if anyone took partials, or if you took full right there. This again should be a pretty big candle for the most part here today.
Bro, I'm still so confused. Like, what just happened? Like, why did that order be filled? Like, nothing changed in my order or anything. It just said order filled when it went back to my entry. Super weird. Anyone know why, chat?
It's called a sell stop.
I know, but it was already activated.
I'm
My sell
joking.
stop was already activated.
I know.
It
Yeah, no, I'm not too
fluctuated
sure.
and drawdown. It activated me. It fluctuated and drawdown for a little bit, and then it went back to my entry like order filled, but nothing changed ever.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then last night in Asian, they heard my order rejected.
Yeah.
Order rejected.
Because I was testing something out on NQ. People thought I was over trading or something like that.
All
I
right,
was like,
beautiful.
oh yeah, I want to wait on the top wick here. Order filled. Order.
Yeah. It's like, chat, I'm a disciplined trader. I don't overtrade.
No wait, what did it say? Does it say stop filled or something? I think it says.
I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, just check
I don't even know.
your order history. You'll see if there was another order that went in or not.
Maybe you're still in, John.
Nah, I'm out. I could
He's
see.
holding runners.
Okay, cool.
All right, lovely move. So well anticipated. Good job. Yeah, good job here. I think break even's good here too. Again, you gotta. It's always smart to go break even as support, right? If this candle would have broke the highs and started moving back up here, then that would have been a great idea. So you gotta plan to trade the plan, and it's perfect. If you held, great. If you didn't, a smart move too, right? Going BE. Now let's see if we fill the wick. Let's see if we got what it takes here.
Probably do.
Just wait on that volume. I mean, was expecting that volume to kick in here.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Yep.
All right, do we get the wick fill?
Damn. Thank you, spread.
Was it an inverted celery? This was more of like an onion. Yeah, onion play.
What do you say, John?
I said, were you in on that one position that like you were slipped on? That one account?
Yeah. I mean on every account.
Oh,
But,
okay. I thought
only
you said
one
you
got
got break
slipped.
even. Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, damn.
Got you. But you got break even, you said, right? And the other ones? Or no?
Yeah, on some of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, at least you got one of them. Got on one.
Yeah.
Damn, 29 pip spread. Damn. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with the
Bro.
spread. That's crazy. I didn't get any spread. I think I got my exact entry.
Nah, only one too. That was of course trading view, right?
That's so
The
weird.
one that lags a little bit.
Wow, here we
You
go.
know, like,
Sheesh.
I wasn't really like, I was a little skeptical with the celery play, like kind of like maybe being a little overextended. But you know what I liked most was that pack runner. That pack runner made me want to get a little aggressive with it.
Yeah, that pack was nice. Up here.
Yeah.
30-minute had
Without
no
that
top
pack, I
wick.
probably would've waited.
Yup. Came up, gave it a top wick, closed back below. That was clean.
Yeah.
Everything closed
without
below
that
this
one
zone
there.
here too. See that zone?
Yeah. Yep. And clean range to
Yep.
the left. So
Yeah, great trade. Great idea, great trade. Beautiful.
Nice.
and again, chat, just shows us, we made those losses back. Like you guys know, I took that loss yesterday, New York session, made a win here today. So never stress those losses.
Yep. All right, let's talk about the trade here real quick. So as we kind of look at the daily, right, we see here that the daily is bullish. It is remaining above the zone, right? But we did get a bearish closure yesterday. Now, again, our bearish closure happened, but it happened above the range, right? So there's a little range right here, and you got this candle and this candle both, closing above, right? So without any sort of like interference when it comes to like news, this candle should continue moving bullish, right, as it breaks the highs here. But we broke the highs and then 8:30 news hit, right? And as that news hit, we got very, very good numbers for the dollar. So what do you know? Exactly when that happens, right? Right around 8:30, price starts to start heading down now. So we did anticipate that happening with that with those numbers coming out on with the news. You have your 4-hour candle, which was again pretty bearish for the most part, like looking to move down. That really didn't have much of a play here today. It was more so this 30-minute, right? And the idea that we had that wick and then we needed a pullback. So where does our pullback come from? 15-minute time frame. So when we went down, and we were talking earlier about the 15-minute chart, we wanted to see that pullback, right? We wanted to see somehow, right? When we got here, the price pretty much looked like this, right? And we wanted to see, hey, can we get a move back up, right? That kind of gives us that retracement here, kind of retest and then look for resistance at some point in these levels, right? So what do you know? Price comes back up, first candle wicks up, next candle comes up, next candle is our resistance, right? That's what we're looking for right there. So the next candle is our entry candle, driving down to retest support, because we know that there's an 80% chance that that support gets retested, right? So we retest that support and then fill that wick to the downside. So yeah, 9:30, high volume coming in. That wick should get filled. Again, we needed to wait for 1, 2, 3 candles, right? Now that we have that rejection, we also created a top wick on this candle, retested that zone up there, and then this next candle is your trading candle. So beautiful move, beautiful correlation. Way to get it done there with that 4-hour and that whole like throwing news into it and all that. Very, very good read on that trade. So again, if you hit break even like I did, no biggie. If you held, great job. You know, you took a beautiful trade here. If I held, I probably would have closed probably right there. At least partials there. And then, you know, full TP probably somewhere, you know, down here. So great trade. Great trade. Any questions? Any question? The main thing is, do you understand it, right? Is it clicking for you? Are you beginning to understand why, right? The reasons behind taking the trades. That's the big victory here today. So as long as you're starting to understand that, it doesn't matter if you hit break even or full TP or half TP, anything like that, right? So just keep that in mind, right? The main thing is the main thing, and let's always keep that like that, right? So beautiful correlation here, great move, and on to the next. On to the next. Let me mark this one up here. Break even, but played out to the T. All right, cool. Let me just screenshot this and get it marked up. By the way, gang, you have to mark this up, even if you hit break even. Make sure you mark it up. Make sure you got all the stats in there for you, because if you don't mark this up, you may do this again next time and again and again and again. But maybe next time we say, you know what? I remember last time John said this and Nick said that, and you know, we grabbed the pack on the 30-minute, and there was a 15-minute support, but there was a wick to fill, and it was 9:30. It was high volume, and it seems like price really didn't even care about that support. And what time did that happen? 9:30. Okay, you know what? Next time at 9:30, when there's a little support here and everything else is correlating, maybe I won't go break even too quick, right? Maybe I'll let it run a little bit longer due to the fact that we got higher volume, right? So regardless of your result here on this trade, you have to journal it up so you can go back and remember and refresh and make either the same or a better, you know, better idea or better move next time. Yeah, it does. It does.
Like, you know, again, like what helps, right? And I know this helps a lot of other people as well as me, but like accepting probabilities, you know, like I got in the trade and I was like, I accepted the probabilities, you know, accepted the random outcome, and I knew anything could happen. And once you pull that trigger, there's no way of knowing, you know, the bullet's gone, you know, and you've done your job, right? Just like Rafi said yesterday, like when you put the ball in play, I mean, like you done what you got to do. I mean, now the rest is up to the game, kind of.
Exactly.
So you got to accept those probabilities and those uncertainties.
Yep. It is what it is. Now what do? We move on to the next one, right? We wait for the next best setup. Why BE so early? Because we have a 15-minute support here. That's literally the only reason.
And 1 hour support, same place almost.
Yeah, 15 1 hour. Yep. Basically the same reason I always go break even.
Yeah, literally.
Execute on the 15. Yep. Wow, what a move. 190 pips. Is that what it was? Beautiful. Do I think I'll get back in? I don't know. You know, we'll see. If we get another little pullback and another closure below, then there's a possibility.
Yeah, I like it still.
Shout out.
Yeah, I mean, we still got time. There's still possibly.
It's 9:45.
Yeah.
Maybe a 4-hour closure coming up in 15
Yes,
minutes
sir.
helps too.
The day really just started. I mean,
Or did it? It's
For most
9:30. Is
Or
it later,
did it?
early?
Yes. for my day ends at 11, but most traders' days start then. Shout out Lucid for letting me open up two GCs. I mean, damn.
Okay, Lucid. Okay. 9:30. Wicksaw here. Look at that. Just look at it. Have you ever thought about leaving your stop loss where you take the trade and not moving to BE after closing partials? I usually, when I close partials, I like to go break even because I don't want to lose my partials again either, right? So it's like you go partials, but you leave your stop all the way open, and then you get stopped, and it basically takes your partials. So I usually don't like doing that. Wow, nice move here. Nice move.
Well expected. Yeah.
Do I only trade gold? I trade gold and the NASDAQ. Yeah, gold and NQ. 287 pips? Wow. Oh my god. 290. Wow. Yeah, that was a move. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Wait, where was the entry? Yeah. Good trade. Good move here, man. 930. Now you guys know I love trading at 930. Oh, the forex prop firms, they're good again? Which one's the best one? Talk to me. Were they ever good? That's the question, though. Because it was always like a 30-day one first try, right? And like a 15-day second try. Talk to me. What's the best one out there?
They're probably all the same.
FTMO? Damn, nothing's changed. Starting to love 932? Yeah, let's go. 930, man. Did I mismanage? Not necessarily. Yeah, I mean, I like going BE at these supports. We had a little bit of a late entry, so that kind of makes it a little tough. Like any fluctuation there kind of could pop you out. Let me just go down to the 5. I want to see how that all...
Bro, you planned your trade your plan, bro. You did your job.
Yeah, that was fine here. Yeah, you came all the way back up, so I don't... Yeah, I like this trade. Yeah, I like the management here, but again, if you played it off the 30-minute, then your break even or your partials had to be at least here, right? So that's not a big deal. If you were looking at the 15 the way I was, then I think break even where we went break even is good. If you're looking at 30 1 hour, you know, this ain't, or really 30, this ain't too bad here for break even. So it just depends on which time frame you were believing in. For me, I was more so looking at the 15-minute in this case scenario, just because we had the range and we had the pullback on that time frame, the confirmation candle on that time frame, and all that too.
Yep.
Second day back to trading. Hey, 2 for 2, baby. Let's go, Vince. Funded next is a scam. Someone says funded next is the best, and then someone said they're a scam.
Yeah,
so,
I'm like,
you know what?
wait, what?
Yeah. Did you break a rule? A lot of times we break rules for these companies, then they're like, "Yo, we're not paying you." We're like, "Scam."
Yeah.
You know, like we're very quick to, you know, call things a scam or whatever. Like you come on my stream or something, and you know, you take a loss. Like, oh, that guy's a scam, man. That guy's a scam, you know. So I feel like the word scam or term is thrown around like way too often. I think the biggest scam is ourself, right? Usually we're the ones that say we're going to do something and we don't follow through with it, and we basically scam ourselves. So, yeah.
It's just a cope, putting the responsibility away from ourselves.
Sometimes. Unless you did everything right and they said, no, we're not paying you just because we don't want to, then that's one thing. But
Yep.
explain today's news. I wish I could, brother. I wish I could. I don't think he
Capital
placed
is the
it.
expert of that.
Sam Capital. He might still be in the. He might still be in the chat.
Sam the man, what's up, brother?
What's up, Sam?
I don't know
Good
if
to
he's
see
still
you.
here. I seen him earlier.
Bro,
I seen him.
give us the update, bro, on NFP here.
Sam,
we
tell us
missed
all
those.
about NFP.
I missed those
Dude,
same
he was
capital.
wicked.
Yeah.
The dude would just say, and exactly what he thought it was, that was it. Dang.
The best part is I didn't have to know everything about the news in order to know that this move could play out here today. All I had to
Yeah.
know is price action, right? I mixed a little bit of that with the idea that gold, the dollar came out red, green numbers here today. I say, you know what? Cool. We might be able to fill that wick later if we can kind of create a support here, create resistance. There'll be an 85% chance we retest that support, and I can maybe go in for like this, you know, that level there. So I didn't really need to know the full extent of what happened today and what the news said and what that means and what that means moving forward. And I don't need to know any of that. You know, all I need to know is a basic general. I mean, my extent to knowing news is green numbers on the dollar, gold down. Red numbers on dollar, gold up. And then I just mix my technical analysis with that. So I wish I could explain a little bit more. But you probably don't even need to know it all. You know, some people know it all because they're interested in that. I'm much more interested in just like candlestick and price action. And that's probably why I never really gave the fundamental side such a too much attention. But hey, it never hurts to know a little bit more about fundamentals.
Never.
Never.
Apex legit. Yeah, I mean they're all legit. Yeah, they're all good. They're all legit. You've had people make a lot of money. You've had people lose a lot of money on both firms. All firms, I should say.
Yo, Nick, get back to Joe real quick. Our
Joe?
message.
Joe who?
Yeah.
Joe Mama?
Joe Mama.
Oh, let me get back to Joe Mama real quick.
Nah, for real.
No, I got it. I'm on it.
But
I'm on it.
get back to Joe Mama.
Wait, isn't Joe Mama my mama? What happened there?
Wait, what?
I don't know what's going on.
Who knows, bro? Maybe.
Damn, they denied 2 of your payouts? Did they give you a reason? What was the reason?
The reason was because you're so good.
Is it bad to put stop loss at current candle at that time? No, not at all. So stops from here to here? Not at all. Nope.
That's where my stops were at.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
And like, it did go back into drawdown. I definitely could have got stopped, but it was super uncertain. So
One of the main reasons I wanted to go BE too is just because this 4 hour is very undecided. So we were already down, we came back up, we're kind of moving back down. So I want to see a push like at 9:30. Like I don't really want much stagnation there, right? So I want to see that push, and you know, once we got it, we hit that support. I think it was a good idea to go break even.
Yeah, definitely. I like that too. Also with
Unfortunately-
it makes sense. Just a 1 hour support and all that too.
Yeah, unfortunately in this situation, our break even was kind of close to our entry, right? We couldn't really get the entry up here. We kind of had to get it down here, but that doesn't, you know, discredit the fact that that support is still sitting there, right? So you still got to kind of do something with it. So again, as long as you are okay, you know, maybe you just want to go tighten up your stop loss at that point. Sometimes I'll do that. This time I wanted to go break even just because I don't want the volume to turn back around on me after that rejection. So yeah, I think either decision today was right. This might be the first break
It's like
even
we
all
talked-
year, actually. Damn.
it's like we talk about too, Nick. Like, especially what we were talking about in Asian session last night. It's like, yo, you could do in this game, you could do everything right, still be wrong, and you could do everything wrong and be right. So it's like you can't overthink this thing too much. It's like you gotta plan your trade and trade your plan to the best of your ability and with the odds in your favor, and just gotta let go and let God.
That's it. You gotta Lego,
Lega.
Hey.
So far, so good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Coming back, baby. Coming back. Handled some adversity.
Fire.
Didn't try to go right back up. Notice how he just played his game here. Played his game until that game got him out of it. Beautiful.
That's way too close. Holy.
Look at that.
That's good work right there.
That kind of looks like my stop loss placement on some of these trades
Bro,
that we take.
for real. That's like the arrow strat right there.
Man, put them arrows up.
Yo, that's insane. Good work though.
Yeah.
Nice, bro. Good stuff. That's what we talk about, bro. You know, a disciplined trader should have an uptrend P&L, really, making higher highs, higher lows, right? Like those higher lows are just good losses, but amateur traders think those higher losses are just like an insult to their ego. It makes them, you know, go against their process, right? But that process is designed to take you on a nice uptrend, nice steady uptrend. So I love to see that.
Yo, did that slippage happen on TradeOvate or TradingView?
TradingView, Magnus.
TradingView, bro. Every time.
Oh, me?
TradingView?
Yeah, TradingView. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you get TradeOvate with TradingView, you're gonna get slapped. Stuff like that will happen at times.
I got cooked, but I hope at least I got break even there. But I mean, damn, that could have ended pretty worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically the same thing now. So we can move this down here, right? And we're pretty much looking for the same exact idea. So we're going to get a bearish 4-hour closure, obviously, here on the 4-hour chart. We did close below that range there. Therefore, we do have somewhat of a wick fill, right, for price to continue moving down. So if we can get ourselves on the 15, a little bit of a move up, right, to create that 4-hour top wick and then maybe a closure back below now, that will look perfect. So same exact idea that we got. Let me just get rid of all this. So basically same idea we had here, right? We wanted to see a couple candles move up, right? Create that resistance. And once we get that resistance, we could take sells, right? So now you're looking for the pretty much the same exact thing, especially now that the 4-hour closed bearish. You have this level here. We have a brand new support, right? Just like we had earlier. We know that if we create resistance, there's an 85% chance we retest that support. So what do we need to wait for here? Resistance, right? So let's wait for that pullback. Maybe what we could do is we get some candle to move up here, give us the 4-hour top wick, kind of close like weak, right? Something like that. Maybe above, kind of below, like a little observation zone above and below in the middle of it. And then we wait for our red candle, right? And once we get that red candle, the same exact idea applies. We look for that support there, look for TPs here, break evens and all that good stuff as support, and then look for that move right there. Notice how we're in a downtrend too, right? Just trending down here.
Exactly.
So we'll see if we can get something like that.
We're at least downtrending until that wick is filled. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I actually do have to bounce here today by like 10:30, so hopefully we can get. I actually have something to do this morning, so let's see if we can get it before 10:30 here.
Let's get this 10:15 and dip.
And dip. And just be gone.
Be gone. Rain on me.
I got some plans here too today, Nick, so that works out perfect, bro.
All right, there you go, Johnny.
We all have plans now.
We all got plans today.
Yeah, me and Rafi pretty busy too.
Yeah, bro. I'm
just so everyone knows,
drive 3
guys,
hours today. So
it's not just.
I got plans.
Yo, fact.
See, we're all busy, bro. That's what I mean.
We're all busy today. Your trade got me like 1,200. Oh, let's go. That made an impulsive, not very confident trade. That made 600. Got lucky. I'll drop the hammer anyways. Drop it, brother. Drop it. Sometimes making money isn't necessarily a good thing either. You know, like you make money on a bad trade. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to take that bad trade again. And we know that if you take enough bad trades, you're going to get bad results, right? So even if you win it one time, that's the worst because that's the one that lures you in. That's like I'll go a little overboard here, but that's like the junkie's first hit, right? It's like his first hit a crack or something. He's gonna chase that forever and never be able to get that feeling. That's what a lot of times what will happen with bad trades is you'll take a bad trade, you'll win that bad trade, and then you're hooked, right? You're hooked from there, and then every time you see that, even though it's showing you it doesn't work, right? Like 7 out of 10 times it doesn't work, you're still gonna chase that. So don't even get into the habit of doing it, right? Because you're still gonna say, well, you know what? Maybe one day, maybe the next trade I can get that big move like I got that first time, you know? So Be careful with that. Be careful with those bad trades. Not every, like John said, you could do everything right in this game and still lose money. And then you could do everything wrong in this game and still make money. So very, very dangerous. So you got to really participate in the idea of probabilities.
You do, bro.
Definitely.
And remember, we're creatures of habits, right? That's why you should have a purpose of each and every day to build a habit, because that's what consistent profitable trading is, right? It's a habit of doing the right things that produce consistent profits. So have a purpose to build habits here today instead of trying to make money. You know, that's what the pros do.
Yeah.
That's why they're pros.
Yep.
And once you start having that purpose of building good habits, then you'll just naturally build a habit of producing consistent profits for yourself.
Yep.
And again, you can do the opposite and create bad habits too. So just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. And I explain this from time to time, but we got a few minutes here. So like, what will usually happen, right? So let's say we're talking about a bad trade right now. So okay, so let's say we're waiting for closures above that line there, but instead you get a beautiful closure below the line, right? But we know the rule states that that beautiful closure has to be above the line, right? But you say, you know what? Who cares? It still looks good. I know it's not a playbook trade. There's a support right here. I'm going to take the buy, right? But you know what? Because I know it's not the greatest trade, I know I normally go, I don't know, 3 contracts. So today I'm just going to go 1 contract, right? So what happens is everything begins to play out, right? You get your lower wick and price starts to move up. All of a sudden you're activated, right? And you're activated and you're activated and you're in that 1 contract. So it's not anything too crazy, but you know this is a bad trade. So the moment of any sort of struggle, you close the trade, right? So let's say you got in here, all right? I don't know, just let's pretend it's the flip, right? You get in here, your target's up there. You know you didn't close above the zone yet. You're starting to get a bunch of fluctuation, like price is scaring you a little bit. So all of a sudden you close your position, right? So you close your position right there, right here. And you go, all right, you know what? I'm just glad I got away with profits, right? But then what happens is the next time, right? The next time you see this, what you're going to say is, you know what? I know Nick isn't going to take this, and I know he says that it's a dumb trade to take because the candle didn't close above. But what happened is last time this happened, when you closed your trade there, this price just went flying up. And you're like, you know, damn, I knew I should have held that. I knew Nick was wrong on that one. He's always waiting for them stupid candles to close above the range. Man, right? Man, I knew that was going to go. I knew, right? So what happens is you close at that yellow line, right? And you only have 1 contract open, so it's not even like you make a lot of money. And the whole day you think, man, I could have made this, or this could have happened, or that. Oh man, it would have been so great, right? So what happens is the next time, right? All of a sudden you get that same look, right? You get that same support. You get that same closure. You get me saying the same thing. No, we need a closure, blah, 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 right? And you're like, oh, nah, no way. Last time he missed that move. He misses these type of moves all the time. I'm going to get this one here, right? So now you're like, all right, I've seen this before. And I know I normally go 3 contracts. And last time I went 1, but I was just being soft. This time I'm going to go 5. Screw 3. I'm going 5 on this one. And you know what? This time, I'm not going to be soft, and I'm not going to close my trade super early, right? Once I get a little bit of fluctuation, I'm going to hold that thing and watch it move like it did last time, right? And then what do you know? This trade happens to be the one, right? Gives you the lower wick. You get involved. You get activated. Here comes your fluctuation, right? And you're like, no. I know I'm 5 times heavier on this trade than I was in the last one. This is very scary. I might blow my account, but you know what? It's all good. This is going to fly. And then all of a sudden, you don't close this time. And then there it comes, right? It all starts falling down and boom, right? Price stops you out. And this time, you're in at 5 contracts, not at 3, not at 1, right? And this just creates a whole mess for traders. And somehow, don't ask me how, somehow the market knows when you're trying to cheat the game. And it may not get you right away, but another trade down the road, you will pay that right back. I promise you. It still happens to me these days. Like if I get kind of slick and get by with a good win that maybe I shouldn't have been in, the market will take that back from me. It will take it back every time. So how many of you guys have been through this process? How many of you guys have been here where you sized lower, you closed early, but you said, you know what? next time I'm gonna show them, right? And then it happens again, and this time you don't close and you go heavier, and then straight down you go and you blow all your accounts, and you just had gotten 5 XFAs and did the right thing for the last 3 weeks, and boom, right? It's a
Bro, that's wild stuff. That happens every single time.
Let's take a look.
It's basically like saying either
Many
you
times.
have edge in the market or the market has edge over you.
Yes. So as you can see, look at all these, right? As you can see, you're not alone, gang, right? You're not alone. Look at all the ones on YouTube, right? More people go through this than you think. So don't, understand that that's part of one of the major like killers of trading, right? So understand that, and then take a lesson from this, right? And really, again, I would not be happy if I took this loss, right? When I know I should be waiting for a closure above. And again, my self-image is worth much more than my finances, because I know my finances will never exceed my level of self-image. So if I can't trust me, then who can I trust, right? And if my self-image is low, based off of what I just said, then where will my income go? It will go low as well. So me believing in me proving to me staying disciplined to me means much more than any amount of money, right? Because I know I'm playing the long game of it all. So keep this in mind. You think you're getting by and it's just a loss, but I promise you, you are degrading yourself at a high level without even realizing it. You're pushing yourself further and further away from the idea that you can do this. Does that make sense? You need to believe you can do this at a high level, right? If you're going to get it done. So you got to start keeping your word, right? You got to start sticking to what you say you're going to do, even long after the feeling in which you committed is gone, right? It's not easy. It's not easy. But again, that's why most people are poor. I mean, average. I mean, mediocre. I mean, they just work 9 to 5 jobs. And whatever. You guys get it. You get it.
You get it.
For real. It's all mental, man. It's all mental. Being poor is more of a mental state or more of a mental thing than a physical thing.
Exactly.
Condition of the mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a
More of a
condition
condition
of
of the mind.
Easy to
I've
do,
seen
easy not to do.
So many athletes, so many good, well-rounded performers, gifted, talented athletes, and haven't made it very far because of the mental side.
Yep.
They got
Keeps them back.
the skills, they got the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make it, man. They can't. Why? Because what people don't want to talk about, what people don't want to work on because they think is woo, because they think that, I'll figure it out as I go. You got to put in work on that.
Yep.
Facts, bro.
I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys know I love y'all. And it would be a disservice for me not to bring this type of stuff up. And we kid around a little bit, but if the shoe fits, go ahead and wear it and make some adjustments, make some tweaks. Understand that the only way you make tweaks and adjustments is if you become aware of it, right? So once you become aware of it, you can think about it, ponder about it for a little bit. But again, my name is Nick Stewart, and I am your friend. Am I still going to take a trade even if it's not 9:30? Of course. Yeah, as long as a setup shows up, it doesn't matter if it's 9:30 or not. I still, will take the trade. So 9:30 is just my favorite time to trade, but it's not the only time I trade.
Yep. Whenever those confirmations show up, it's our job to take the trade, not to worry about what time it is or anything like that, but just take the trade when it shows up there in our hours.
Yep.
I love that, David. Clubhouse switched something in my mind now. Everything
Yeah.
looks positive.
There you go. Perspective.
Let's get it.
One guy, I think he's here today. Shout out to this dude because he's like, man, Nick, how do you deal with this? Like, I'm doing good, but then I'm catching myself making these stupid little mistakes here and there, and I'm really feeling bad, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking, you got no time to feel bad, right? If you are not where you want to be in life, you got no time to feel bad. So how do you not feel bad there? How do you change your perspective, right? Instead of looking at it like, oh man, I'm really good and I keep making these stupid mistakes. How about looking at it like, yo, I've been doing great. I'm limiting my mistakes. I'm noticing that I'm still making them, but I'm not making them as much. And that's a good sign. So now I've already done a great job at limiting them, right? If I can continue to limit them, man, I'm on track. So you see how one perspective you feel bad, the other perspective you're very encouraged and uplift on the idea that you're progressing in life and progressing in your trading. You're going to need that perspective, You're gonna need that perspective in order to win, because again, this stuff is boring and it's one day at a time. So you really got to have that perspective and you know, use it like that. Oh, Tradeify. Yeah, by the way, guys, you can use code TTE now on Tradeify. Yeah, so Tradeify sent us a link there. I don't know exactly what it gives you in terms of the price. I got to check it out still, but code TTE with Tradeify if you guys, you know, are using that company, and I think it should give you a discount or something.
Tradeify.
Do I have a signals channel? No, I don't. I don't really believe in signals channels. I have a live streaming channel, like outside of the New York session. We live stream all the sessions together because that's where I can explain it to you. That's where I can exemplify it to you. That's where you can see me operate in real time, real markets. If I just send you a signal, you know, you're not gonna know what you're doing, right? So if I just send you, hey, enter here, exit here, if we lose that trade, you're going to get mad at me, right? Because you don't know why I took the trade, right? But what we do in the clubhouse is we explain our entire strategy, entire system. We break trades down. We plan trades together. That way everyone's on the same page, and then we take it. So that way, even if you do take a win or a loss, you begin to understand the game, right? You begin to understand the mindset and the perspective and the approach to the market versus just make or lose money on a signal. You know, I don't think that really helps anyone. I had a little signal thing going for a while about 2.5 years ago, and to be honest, the only person that was benefiting from it was me, right? So I'm like, I got to get rid of this. This is lame. Let me see if I can actually teach traders throughout other sessions versus just trying to, you know, tell them what trades I'm taking when I'm not live on YouTube. And it worked out well because over the past 10 days, February so far, because of that decision, just this past 2 weeks, we've had over $165,000 paid out to Clubhouse members from multiple prop firms across the board. So I'm very happy we switched. I'll be honest, there was no way, not a chance we would be able to do this by providing signals to people. But because we took our time and provided them with the education and we slowed down for them to speed up, we answered the same question multiple times over and over like we do without getting frustrated and whatnot, we were able to teach the traders what to look for, how to approach the markets, and really how we do this thing, right? And again, you don't really get that. That's some solid independency right there of traders learning, growing, and, you know, making some damn good money there too. 165 G's over the last 11 days in the clubhouse, so big W.
That's definitely not only signals. I'm telling you that.
Yep.
That's
and
real
everything is
teaching
documented
here, like teaching
too.
them how to fish.
Yep. Everything's documented. You can go in this clubhouse profit channel. These are all added up just based off of the profits that people send in on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, it's been incredible. So you don't really get that with signals, right? That's very low likely to happen, but when you're teaching people how to fish, like Rafi said, then that's where the momentum begins. All right, gold, let's go. Coming back down here. Resistance possibility. Again, this is probably my last 15-minute I could stick around for because I got to get rolling here today. But if we can get this closure below, we're in here. Same exact idea.
Yep, looks good.
Like it.
Like it a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, I appreciate that, Gloom. Yeah, I mean, that's my number one goal, is to come here and to provide as much value as I can to help you change your life. I don't want to gatekeep any information. I've been taught some information that has absolutely changed the trajectory of my life, my kids' life, right? Even your guys' life, right? At this point. So I'm just here to provide as much value as I possibly can in a short period of time that we're here, 2 hours a day-ish, 2-3 hours a day, and hopefully we can make everyone better and, continue to do that day by day. Yeah. Trading is boring, but long distance truck driving, that's definitely boring. Yeah, I feel you. Every time I ever went to work with my dad, I literally fell asleep almost right away. Yeah, because my dad drove tractor trailers, dump trucks his whole life. So anytime I go in there, I fall asleep right away. I don't think I'm being groomed for this. I knew immediately I did not, really want to go that route too. I said, man, I'm getting sleepy in this truck. Awesome. And another thing too, you get to see my wins, my losses, and how I handle them, and everything in between. You get to see like how I size into trades, how I size up, how I size down. Like you cannot get that from an alert that comes on your phone that's like buy gold, 50.95 TP, right? Like come on, you know, like 50.75 stop loss. I don't even know what's going on here. I remember the first time I took signals from trading. The kid who I bought it from, he would send signals out at like 4:30 in the morning every day. I literally just wake up at like 4 in the morning, wait for his signal. He'd say buy GJ now or sell GJ now, and like let's say I missed the signal. He was a scalper too. So let's say it got sent out at 4:30. I didn't see it till 5:15. You know what I did? I bought GJ now. Like meanwhile the whole trade that they took at 4:30 was already done, right? So again, I wasn't learning anything there. I was just wasting my time and wasting my money for the most part. And then again, I'm mad now that, you know, I took this guy's trade without knowing what I was doing and I lost money, right? So now I'm like, got to point a finger at someone, right? So I got to point it at that guy, you know. So
Right, like, how the hell are you about to just sell now? Like, bro, what?
yo, sell now.
You're clueless,
Huh?
like, right now. You know how much can happen in the amount of times where he sends that message? You get it, and when you press sell stop, like
Bro.
They always
he's
hit
pressing sell stop.
TP and TP1, TP2 always hit it, and you're like,
Oh my-
where did that happen, bro?
Yeah,
I
when?
had to refresh
Bro, it has to
the
happen.
Telegram channel.
Yo, that's funny.
TP win hit, TP win 2. We're making money. I'm like, bro, I'm drawdown. What's going on here?
Bro, literally, like you're like, wait, what?
Oh wait, you said buy? I thought you said sell. Oh, God. Okay.
Bro, you know, in those that time it takes to send that signal, it can pretty much have made the whole move. If it's gold or something.
Literally. Imagine if I sent you guys a signal just now on that trade.
What
By the time
You're
you
gone.
got that, by the time you plug that in, I'm already at break even. Right? Now you're
And-
getting in, and all of a sudden it's just like a totally different trade.
Yeah, it is. And even if it moved down, your stop would be like 100 pips more.
Yep. Let's go, Jason. Biggest thing I learned is being patient, waiting for a perfect setup during high volume time. That's amazing. And now he's profitable. Wow. See? Not that hard, you know? Not that hard. It is a little hard, but not... I think most people make a bigger deal of it than it is. Exactly. I'm already hit closing partials, moving stops to break even. Someone else is entering. All right, I'm in. My first trade with Nick. Let's go. Let's see how it works.
So funny.
You go on my YouTube channel. I'm already out of the trade. Wait, what?
Yo, wait, look at the 30. If you actually get that celery again, that'd be
I know.
That'd be insane.
I know.
Bro.
It's coming. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right.
Yes, sir. PRP strat.
W.
Yes, sir. What up, John? What are you doing later?
What up, brother? Just chilling, man. I got a tea time booked here in like
Hey,
2 hours. Yeah,
Nice.
12:30. Yes, sir.
You and Nick?
Yeah, me, Nick, Greenery, and brother Joe.
Oh, bro. Oh my
birthday
goodness.
boy.
That
Wish I could
birthday
be
boy,
there,
yes,
too.
sir.
Where's Green at?
I wish y'all boys could pull
Wish I had a
up.
good birthday, Green.
Bro, yesterday we went to the best steakhouse probably down here in Tampa, honestly.
saw that.
At least one of the best, bro. I mean, I got a nice prime filet. Sheesh, bro. Hit the spot. They put a nice, they like melt butter on it and everything. Dude, it was
Dang.
awesome.
Oh my goodness.
What's up right there?
Got some lobster mac and cheese, bro. That was on another
Bro,
level.
that's what's.
Where do
that's
you go?
what's
You
up.
go to Capitol Grill?
Nah, it's called Milano's. Some
Uh-huh.
some steakhouse downtown Tampa. It was great. Yeah, man.
Yeesh, fire.
Some whipped mashed potatoes too. I mean, sheesh.
Oh my goodness.
They have massive fried mozzarella sticks. We got a little bit of that too, and
Damn, bro.
also prime filet meatballs that we got. Too.
My goodness, bro. Made a whole feast.
Yeah, bro. We had a good time, man. It was awesome. Shout out
Oh.
Green, bro.
Yeah. Wow, nice. Yeah, I hope you had a good day.
Thank you, bro. I did, man. What about y'all, man? What are you guys doing today?
I'm driving, bro.
Nice.
Driving?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I know your plans, Rafi.
It's like 3 hours away from here, and
Damn.
then yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, nice.
It's in Nebraska.
Nah, it's in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where she
Oh,
is like
Downtown.
2 hours and like 50 from where I'm at.
Okay, got you, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. Going downtown, kind of.
But
Did I hear somebody say
you know,
lobster mac?
I'll be listening to some goodies for sure.
Sure.
Maybe Asia sessions
Yes,
from
sir.
last time. Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go. That's the cool thing about Clubhouse too. You can watch like last night's Asian session if you missed it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, and I
And we're
highly
on like 3
recommend you
hours,
do,
so
especially
Yeah.
last night's Asian. Highly recommend it.
we'll do so.
Nice, bro. Sounds good though. Magnus, what are you doing, bro?
Nothing. I want to run gym, bro. So now it's just chilling, doing some, yeah, taking a long walk probably, and then having some dinner with my girl and just chilling.
I'm liking it. Liking it.
Yes, sir.
Not like a long walk, bro. Especially after the stream. That's where I like to
Yeah.
do most, that's where I really like to do most of my thinking. I don't know about you.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Bro, that's where we think, bro. That's where we play
Yep.
some chess with our life.
What up?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That's the best.
Yep. Yeah, Andre, if you're in WAP, you could rewatch the sessions easy. I'm pretty sure you could rewatch them if you're not in WAP, but yeah, WAP made it very simple now to rewatch the sessions. So it should be right in your WAP. Hey, yo.
Goldie gone.
Yeah. Am I looking at the YouTube chat? Yeah, I'm looking at it right.
Huh?
Looking at it right now.
We already took a drink. All right,
Sorry.
there she goes.
And that was the move. Cool.
Sell gold now. Sell it now. Hold on. We gotta wait. We got 4 minutes here.
Yeah,
We got
let's
4
see,
minutes. We
let's
might
see.
get a nice
15 still looks
little
decent.
wick fill.
We still have that wick down there to the left. It's like steep wick.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
over
we
there.
got room.
That's
We
a
got
little
room.
bearish.
4 hour looking good here.
Oh, looking
4
very
hour
good.
wick fill.
Yep. Damn, 15 minute, you couldn't wait for us?
It's getting wicky. It's getting
Yo,
wicky.
don't say anything, John.
Word. We're not.
When did I begin trading? I think I started officially in like 2018, early 2018. Started trading like high frequency forex. It was wild. And then I think 2019 is where I started taking it a lot more serious, and 2020 really picked it up. 2021, those are like my learning years where I was like just being a complete idiot on the charts and making all the mistakes that I joke about today. And then 2022, I started catching some momentum. You know, I started figuring out the adjustments I needed to make. I started following the rules a little bit better. I knew that if I kept doing the same thing I was doing, that I wasn't going to get different results, right? I had to be stupid to believe that I can continue to make the same mistakes and get results that I was looking for. So, you know, that was the big year of adjusting, learning, becoming mature, becoming more responsible, treating trading like a business, understanding probabilities, like all that happened in that year. And from there, man, it's been one heck of a ride. I haven't really had many red months since that year. So a couple red months here and there, but nothing too crazy. You know, nothing too crazy where I had to go like back to work or find another job or anything like that. It's been pretty well. I think we started the YouTube channel in 2023, I believe, the following year, after we were basically like profitable for like a full year. And yeah, it's been awesome ever since.
That's
Started the Clubhouse last year. Clubhouse has been incredible. The amount of ground we've covered in terms of, because by the way, my goal here is not to teach you how to trade. I mean, it is kinda, but my main goal is to help you develop the 10.0 version of yourself, right? And I think we've been able to cover a lot of ground, especially in the Clubhouse, since the opening of all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the YouTube. I mean, we've changed so many lives here, you know, on YouTube, and helped others like adapt to our philosophies and whatnot. But man, there's been a lot of ground covered over the last couple of years, and there's a lot of work to do. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few, right? So we just want to help more people receive the harvest. I mean, that's all, you know, start shattering them limiting beliefs that the world puts on us, and introduce you to some young guys who are actually making moves in life and doing it the right way, and, you know, with the right hearts and whatnot. So yeah, it's been a good run so far.
Yep.
Will AI take over trading? I don't know, but if it does, then I'll just take over AI. You know, I'll just get really good at using AI in the trading perspective, I guess. All we could do is adapt. But yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
No,
Problem solution.
me either.
Let's go, grind
day.
time. That's good. Yeah.
Yo, that
Oh.
fall could bleed off here.
Yeah, it's probably gonna melt.
This-
That's
have-
pretty much
bro,
the
have you looked at
move.
that daily? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we talked about this in Asian too, about our daily sinking back down below 92 here. You know, coming back down in.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go, grind time. It's time to rise. It's time to rise, baby. There's a new king in town. Lion King, baby.
What up, grind
Let's
time?
go. Good to see you, brother.
Grind time.
Hey, we believe in you, G. We
Oh,
really
God.
do. We know you got it in you. We know you got it in you. All right, life happens here and there. You got to make your little tweaks and adjustments, but you're here, man, and we see you. So, you know, just get back on your game and let's level up, brother. No reason why you shouldn't be a multi-millionaire. A multi-millionaire in your lifetime, yeah. No reason. No reason. Did we miss a trade? We took one trade, which was this one right here. And that was it. So basically took a sell right here. Looked like this. Boom. Stops. TP was, I guess, down here, and break even was at that 15-minute support there, and we hit break even and bounce or hit our break even area support, and then got tapped at break even. Some of us did, some of us kept holding it, but you either hit break even on this or you got like 200 pips. All right, not the good closure. So I would stick around, but I do have some things to do. I don't like the 1 hour time frame either here. Not looking really good. So I say we wrap it up here. Does anyone have any lasting good questions that we can run through real quick? If not, then we will settle on in and move into Asian session later and enjoy the day here. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
NQ, yeah, let me give you guys a little game plan here for NQ as well. Let's take a look here. Daily still bearish, right? 4 hour as well. We did close bullish, but look at this candle now, just breaking through the lows there. 1 hour just moved down pretty heavily. So very similar to what we've seen on gold, right? You want to wait for like pullbacks now. So I would leave this area open, 89 to 10, as a little bit of an observation zone. I want to see if price can come back up there, right? Give us some sort of resistance, kind of like we're waiting on with gold here. And then these sells look phenomenal, especially with that 4 hour staying bearish. That's probably what I would look for. So maybe don't bite on the buys moving back up, right? Not these buys, but look for that selling opportunity. And then I think you should be good right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And the only way to take buys here is maybe a range 2 buy with a closure above, and then maybe you can go in like that. So yeah, that's it. Pretty much it.
That's it. That's the plan.
W day, man. Thank you, Nick. Yo,
Yes,
Rafi, man.
sir.
Blessings to you and your family, bro, today.
Yo,
Blessings
thank
to you, Rafi.
I'll see you guys on the chat today on Asia. I'm not gonna be on camera, but I'll be there listening and kind of chatting with you guys. So
All right, brother. Sounds Gucci. Sounds
thank you for
Gucci.
having us, brother.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
you for
Thanks for
having
being
us.
here.
Thank you.
John Magnus.
See you later,
I'll see you
boys.
guys later.
The pleasure.
You.
Oh,
Chat.
Have a
say-
great day, everyone.
Say
bless
some
y'all.
good motivational words to end. Here you go. You're going to die one day.
Oh. Woo. That's
So let's get the job done.
motivating.
We'll take the risk.
About that.
Take the
about
risk,
that.
G.
The biggest
You're
risk
going to
is not
die one
taking any
day and
risk.
no one will remember who you are. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great day. Blessings,
Peace.
my friends.
See y'all.
We'll see you
Have a
guys in the
great day.
next
God
one.
bless.
Clubhouse. See you in Asian session. YouTube. See you guys back
All
tomorrow.
I do is
Later, gang.
make
Peace.
fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them will struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Point flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, hey, you You know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them a struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, counting went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them a struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around. I've had enough of these games. These games. 100 grams.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the streets, I make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like kings, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal, going up. Me and the capital, super compatible, got me like, Let's go.
Gotta hop in my step, gotta bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream.
Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby, tell me you know. Cause I know that the word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the streets, I make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy.
I'm sitting there.